Anonymous love. Lana was the kind of girl who found comfort in the quiet corners of life. Her headphones, her sketchbook, and the whispers of wind brushing against her window. She wasn't loud, but her presence was soft magic. Her art spoke louder than she ever did. People admired her from a distance, but few ever truly knew her. Then, on an ordinary Tuesday morning, everything changed. Tucked inside her locker was a folded note, not a school flyer or a forgotten worksheet, but real, elegant paper, gently creased. The handwriting was unfamiliar, precise, careful, intimate. You look like you carry stars in your eyes, but I wonder, do you ever let them fall? Lana stared at it, her heart tripping over itself. Was this a joke? But something in the words tugged at her. Whoever wrote this saw her. Not the version the world saw, but the quiet battles she fought behind her smile. The next day, another note appeared, this time in her sketchbook. The way you hold your pencil, like it's the only way to speak when the world forgets to listen. I see you. Lana's heart began to flutter. She started watching people differently, wondering who was watching her. Was it Aiden, the flirtatious guy from chemistry class? Or maybe Jake, the smooth-talking editor of the school magazine? They had confidence and charm, but something about the notes, so raw, so gentle, didn't match. And then she noticed him. Eli, the quietest boy in class, always in the back, always sketching, head down, invisible to most. He never raised his hand, never joined groups, and rarely spoke unless called on. Lana had barely noticed him before. But once she did, she saw everything. How he looked at her when he thought she wasn't watching. How he'd leave the art room last, sketchpad clutched tightly to his chest. How he smiled, tiny, fleeting, whenever he passed the mural she had painted. Could it be him? More notes followed, each one more personal, more open. Sometimes I think if I spoke to you, the words would fall apart in my mouth. But on paper, I can give you my soul. She had to know. So one day, Lana wrote back. Dear puppy, your words are beautiful, but the mystery is slowly breaking my heart. If you're real, if your feelings are true, meet me. Tomorrow, rooftop, sunset. The next evening, Lana stood on the school's rooftop, the sun dripping gold over the horizon. The wind played with her hair. Her heart thudded in her chest. Minutes passed. No one came. She was about to leave when the door creaked open. Eli stood there, eyes wide, breath shallow. In his hand was her note, creased, folded, held like it was a treasure. His sketchpad was under his arm. I didn't think you'd want it to be me, he said, barely above a whisper. Lana's eyes welled up. You're the one who's been writing to me? He nodded slowly. I didn't think you'd ever see me, but I've seen you, every day. She stepped closer. I see you now. He looked like he might cry. She took his hand. I don't need flowers or grand gestures, she whispered. Just truth. And your notes, they were the most honest things I've ever read. He smiled then, fully, for the first time. And in that moment, two quiet souls finally met, not in secret letters or silent glances, but face to face. No more hiding, just love. Sometimes the person who sees you the most is the one you've seen the least. In a world full of noise, love often whispers, and when you listen, you might find something real. Love stories like this live here. Subscribe and never miss a heartbeat. Thank you.